over 2 weeks after a Tejas Mk-1 fighter aircraft was involved in a mysterious incident, serious questions are still hanging in the air. The Indian Air Force has not released a full public explanation, even though it quietly grounded its entire Tejas fleet for checks. And that decision alone tells us something important. Whatever happened on February 7 was serious enough to trigger alarm across the force. The incident reportedly took place at a frontline base in northwest India. But basic facts, whether it happened during takeoff or landing, whether the aircraft was damaged badly or whether the pilot was injured, remain unclear. Different reports say different things. Some claim brake failure on landing, others say it happened during takeoff. Early reports even suggested the pilot ejected, which would mean the aircraft was airborne. None of this has been officially confirmed, and that silence is exactly what's raising concern. Grounding an entire fighter fleet is not routine. Air forces usually do that only when they suspect a possible systemic issue, something that could affect multiple aircraft, not just one. India currently operates about 29 fighter squadrons instead of its sanctioned 42. That means every aircraft matters for training, operational readiness, deterrence capability, so taking 30 plus fighters out of service even temporarily is operationally significant. Interestingly, it wasn't the Air Force that spoke publicly first. It was the aircraft's manufacturer Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. HAL said it was not a crash but a minor technical incident on ground, and that detailed checks were underway. But it didn't explain what failed, how serious it was, how long the fleet would remain grounded. That created an unusual situation, where the manufacturer addressed the public while the operator stayed silent. Defense experts say that reversal has drawn attention inside military aviation circles. In most modern air forces, accidents involving frontline fighters are acknowledged quickly, even if investigations take months. Basic details like date, location, pilot condition are usually confirmed almost immediately. Experts say that's not about revealing secrets, it's about controlling speculation. Because when institutions don't speak, rumors do. The Tejas fighter is not just another aircraft, it sits at the center of India's push for defense self-reliance. It's also being marketed internationally as an export fighter, and in global defense deals, buyers look beyond technical specs. They examine accident history, maintenance records, availability rates, and how transparently problems are handled. In other words, credibility matters as much as capability. This February incident is reportedly the third Tejas accident in less than 2 years. Previous cases include a March 2024 crash near Jaisalmer, where the pilot ejected safely, a fatal crash at an international air show last year that killed Wing Commander Namash Sayal. Each event adds pressure on the program's reputation. A long and complex project. The Tejas program began back in 1981. Its goal: replace aging MiG-21 fighters and make India self-reliant in combat aviation. But development took decades. Multiple agencies were involved: Aeronautical Development Agency, Defense Research and Development Organization, HAL, and the Air Force itself. While collaboration sounds good, it also meant diffused accountability, shifting requirements, slower decisions. The first test flight happened only in 2001. Production started in 2014, 33 years after launch. Officially, HAL says about 60% of the aircraft's value is indigenous. But independent analysis, including one from the Observer Research Foundation, estimate the figure closer to 53%. Because many important components like engine, radar, avionics, and weapon systems are the most expensive and critical parts. So while most components by number may be Indian made, the most crucial systems still come from abroad. The big questions. As investigations continue, several key questions remain unanswered. What exactly happened on February 7? How badly was the aircraft damaged? Is there a systemic issue? And why did it take nearly 2 weeks for the incident to become public? Read the full report by Rahul Bedi on thewire.in.